Hello, my dear students. I hope you all are fine along with your family members. I am Touhid Ripon, math teacher of class 5, section Saturn. All of you know that Akis Foundation School and College is providing you online classes during this lockdown period. As a part of that, I am going to take a class on exercise 6. Exercise 6 is about fraction. So let's see what is fraction. A fraction represents a part of a whole. That means from a whole thing, how many parts we are going to deal with, that represents a fraction. When an object or a group of objects is divided into equal parts, then each individual part is a fraction. Let me make you clear. Suppose it's your birthday and your mom has ordered pizza for you and for your friends. When the pizza arrives, you open the box and find that it is cut into slices. Let's assume that there are total 8 slices and you have 3 friends. So there are total 4 persons who are going to eat the 8 slices of the pizza. Suppose this is your pizza. It has 8 equal parts: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This total 8 slices is going to eat by 4 persons. So if we distribute this whole pizza among 4 persons, then one person will get 2 slices out of 8 slices. So here 2 slices is a part of the whole pizza. This is the whole pizza and these 2 slices is a part of the whole pizza. So we can say that 2 slices out of 8 slices is a fraction. In the same way, 2 person will get 4 slices out of 8 slices. Here 4 slices out of 8 slices is also a fraction. 3 person will get 6 slices out of 8 slices. So these 6 slices is a part of the whole pizza. That's why you can say that 6 slices out of 8 slices is a fraction. 4 person will get 8 slices out of 8 slices. So this is also a fraction. So all of this is fraction and these are written in words. Let's see how we write fraction in mathematically. In mathematics, a fraction consists of a numerator displayed above a line and a denominator displayed below that line. That means there will be a line, and above the line there will be numerator and below the line there will be denominator. The numerator represents a number of equal parts and the denominator indicates how many of those parts make up a whole. That means the whole things represent the denominator, and from the whole thing how many parts that represent the numerator. Let's see, 2 slices of pizza out of 8 slices, we can write it as 2 by 8. Here 8 is the 8 slices of the pizza, that means the whole pizza, which indicates the denominator, and here 2 slices is going to eat by one person, so this is a part of the whole pizza, that indicates the numerator. Applications of fractions. Let's see why we should learn fractions. Fractions are useful to find out a part of a whole number. That means when we have to know the part of the whole number, that time we have to deal with a fraction. We use fractions for distribution. Means when we need to distribute something among some peoples, that time we have to deal with the fractions as well. Types of fraction. There are 3 types of fractions. They are proper fraction, improper fraction, and mixed fraction. Now I'm going to describe these 3 types of fraction. Proper fraction. When the numerator is smaller than the denominator, then it is called a proper fraction. Numerator less than denominator. Let's have an example. Suppose you have a chocolate that has 5 equal bars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and from these 5 bars you have eaten 3 bars, 1, 2, 3. These 3 parts you have eaten. So we can say that the eaten part is 3 by 5. Here 3 is the numerator that indicates the eaten part and 5 is the denominator that indicates the whole chocolate. Here 3 is smaller than 5, that's why you can say that this fraction is a proper fraction. Remember that the value of a proper fraction is always less than 1. That means if you divide this 3 by 5, your answer will be 0.6, which is less than 1. So for every proper fraction, if you divide the numerator by the denominator, then you will see that every time the answer will be less than 1. Improper fraction. When the numerator is larger than the denominator or equal to the denominator, then it is called an improper fraction. Numerator is greater than denominator or numerator may be equal to the denominator. That one is called improper fraction. Let's have an example. Suppose you have a chocolate that has 5 equal bars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have eaten all the 5 bars. Also you have eaten extra 3 bars, 1, 2, 3. So altogether you ate total 8 bars. So this total 8 bars will represent the numerator, as this is the part of the chocolate that you have eaten, and these 5 bars make the whole chocolate, that's why 5 will be the denominator. So we can say that the eaten part is 8 by 5. Here 8 is greater than the denominator 5, that's why we can say that this fraction is an improper fraction. Remember that the value of an improper fraction is always greater than 1 or equal to 1. That means if you divide this 8 by 5, your answer will be greater than 1, or sometimes your answer may be equal to 1. Let's see some other examples of improper fraction. 11 by 7. Here 11 is greater than 7. As numerator is greater than the denominator, that's why you can say that 11 by 7. This is an example of an improper fraction. Another one, 5 by 5. Here numerator is 5 and denominator is also 5. That means numerator is equal to the denominator. That's how we can also say that this is an improper fraction. 5 by 1, sorry, 4 by 1. Here 4 is greater than 1. That means numerator is greater than the denominator. That's why you can say that 4 by 1 is an improper fraction. Remember that every whole number is an improper fraction. The whole number. So we know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the examples of whole numbers. So all the whole numbers is an improper fraction. Let's see how. 5 is a whole number. We can write 5 as 5 by 1, as every whole numbers there is invisible 1 below that number. So 5 we can write it as 5 by 1. Here 5 is the numerator and 1 is the denominator. Here numerator is greater than denominator, that's why you can say that 5 by 1 is an improper fraction. So 5 will also the example of an improper fraction. Again 14, we can write 14 as 14 by 1. Here 14 by 1, this is also an improper fraction, that's why 14 will be an improper fraction. So we can say that every whole number is an improper fraction. Mixed fraction. A combination of a whole number and a proper fraction is called a mixed fraction. That means a whole number and a proper fraction together will make mixed fraction. Let's have an example. The same example. Suppose you have a chocolate that has 5 equal bars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have eaten all 5 bars. That means you ate the whole chocolate. Also, you have eaten extra 3 bars out of 5 equal bars. So we can say that you have eaten one chocolate and 3 bars out of 5 bars. So we can write it like this: 1 whole 3 by 5. That means this one represents the whole chocolate you have eaten, and this 3 by 5 that represents the 3 parts that you have eaten from the 5 bars. So here 1 is the whole number and 3 by 5 is a proper fraction. So they both together make a mixed fraction. So we can say that 1 whole 3 by 5 is a mixed fraction. Let's see some more example. 2 whole 5 by 8. Here 2 is a whole number and 5 by 8 is a proper fraction. So this is called mixed fraction. 5 whole 2 by 3. Here 5 is a whole number and 2 by 3 is a proper fraction. So 5 whole 2 by 3 is also an example of mixed fraction. Remember that the value of a mixed fraction is always greater than 1. Let's see how we can convert a mixed fraction to improper fraction. Step 1. Multiply the whole number by the denominator and add it to the numerator. Then put the number as numerator. Step 2. The denominator will remain same. Let's have an example. 2 whole 3 by 5. Here this is a mixed fraction. So we have to follow step 1. Multiply the whole number by the denominator. So we have to multiply the whole number 2 by the denominator 5. So see, 5 multiply 2. Then add it to the numerator. Then add it to the numerator. The numerator is 3. The denominator will remain same, as the 5 is the denominator, so it will remain same. So 5 to the 10 plus 3, which is 10 plus 3 13. So 13 by 5. So 13 by 5 is an example of an improper fraction. So see, 2 whole 3 by 5 is a mixed fraction and we convert it in improper fraction, 13 by 5. Now improper fraction to mixed fraction. How we can convert an improper fraction to mixed fraction? Let's see. Step 1. Divide the numerator by the denominator. Step 2. Write down the quotient as the whole number and remainder as the numerator. Step 3. The denominator will remain same. Let's see. 7 by 3, it's an example of an improper fraction. So we have to divide the numerator by the denominator. So if we divide 7 by 3, we will get 3 2s are 6 and 1 will be the remainder. So say quotient as the whole number. So here our quotient is 2. So 2 will be the whole number in the mixed fraction. So we have to write 2 here and remainder as the numerator. Here remainder is 1. So 1 will be the numerator. So we have to write 1 above the line. Then the denominator will remain same. As the denominator is 3, so 3 will be remain same in the mixed fraction. So see, 7 by 3 is an improper fraction and we convert it to a mixed fraction. Let's learn a new one, equivalent fraction. What is equivalent fraction? Equivalent fraction is defined as fractions with different numerators and denominators that represent the same value. Let me make it clear. Here, a circle whose half part has been colored and another half has been non-colored. So this situation we can write as 1 by 2. That means one part out of 2 part has been colored. See this one. The same circle, if we divide into 4 equal parts, 1 2 3 4, and out of 4 parts, if we colored 2 of them, then we can write the fraction as 2 by 4. Here 1 by 2 and 2 by 4, for these two fractions, numerators are different, also the denominators are different, but they represent the same value. See, 1 by 2 represent half of the ball or half of the circle, and 2 by 4 also represent half of the circle. So we can say that 1 by 2 and 2 by 4, they are equivalent to each other. The same thing, if we divide the circle into 6 equal parts, and out of 6 equal parts, if we colored 3 of them, then we can write the fraction as 3 by 6. Here 3 part out of 6 part has been colored. At the same time, we can say that here half of the ball or half of the circle has been colored and half are non-colored. Here, if we divide the circle into 8 equal parts, and out of them, if we colored 4 of them, then we can write the fraction as 4 by 8. At the same time, we can say that it represent the colored part represent half of the circle. So see here, there are 4 fractions where the numerators are different, also the denominators are different, but all the fractions represents the same value of a circle. 1 by 2 represent half of the ball, half of the circle. 2 by 4 represents half of the circle. 3 by 6 also represent half of the circle. 4 by 8 also represent half of the circle. So we can say that 1 by 2, 2 by 4, 3 by 6, 4 by 8 all are equivalent fractions to each other. Let's see how we can find equivalent fraction. We can find an equivalent fraction by multiplying the numerator and denominator of a fraction by the same number. That means if we multiply with the same number to the numerator and denominator, then the resultant fraction will be the equivalent fraction of the original one. Look, 1 by 2. This is a fraction. If we multiply the numerator and denominator with the same number, that means suppose we multiply the numerator by 2 and the denominator by 2. So the answer will be 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So here 2 by 4 is a new fraction and 1 by 2 is the original fraction. So we can say that 2 by 4 and 1 by 2, they are equivalent to each other as we multiply numerator and denominator with the same number. Another one, if we multiply the numerator and denominator with 3, then we will get 3 ones is 3, 3 twos are 6. So 3 by 6 is the equivalent fraction of 1 by 2. Again, 1 by 2, if we multiply with 4, then we will get 4 ones is 4, 4 twos are 8. So 4 by 8 is the equivalent fraction of 1 by 2. How they are equivalent to each other? You can be more clear by seeing this figure. 1 by 2, 2 by 4, 3 by 6, 4 by 8 all represent the same value. That's why they are equivalent to each other. So if we multiply the numerator and denominator with the same number, we will get an equivalent fraction of the original one. Finding missing number. Let's see if some equivalent fractions are given and of them one number is missing, then how can we find that missing number? The rule is whatever we do to the numerator, we must do the same to the denominator. There is an example, find the missing number in the equivalent fraction. Here 2 by 3 is a fraction is equal 4 by something. this, suppose this one is missing, we don't know this value. So how we can find this value? As 2 by 3 is equal 4 by something, so they are equivalent to each other. So we already know that to find an equivalent fraction we have to multiply with the same number to the numerator and denominator. So see, here 2 is given and here 4 is given. So how we can get 4 from 2? If we multiply 2 with 2, then we will get 4. So as 2 is multiplied with the numerator, so we have to multiply the 2 with the denominator also. So if we multiply 2 with 3, then we will get 3 multiplied 2, which is 6. So our missing number will be 6. Let's say another one. Here 2 by 4 is a fraction and 40 by something, this is also a fraction. As there is equal sign, so they must be equivalent to each other. So see, here 2 is given and here 40 is given. So how we can get 40 from 2? If we multiply 20 with 2, we will get 40. As we multiply 20 with the numerator, so we have to multiply 20 with the denominator also. So we have to multiply this 4 with 20, and 4 20s are 80. So so our required answer will be 80. See, the missing number is 80. So how we find the missing one? By multiplying the same number. We can also find the missing number by dividing the same number also. There is some exercise for you. You will try it by yourself. Look, 2 by something equal to 8 by 20. So we have to find this missing one. So compare these numerators. Here 2 is given and from 2 here 8. So as we have to find this one, so check it. From 8 we get 2. How? If we divide 8 by 4, we will get 2. So we have to divide 4 with the 20. So if we divide 20 by 4, we will get 5. So our missing number will be 5. Let's check another one. Suppose this one. Here something divided by 10 is equal 20 by 40. So look, 10 is given here. From 10 we get 40. How can we get 40 from 10? If we multiply 4 with 10, we will get 40. That means if we divide 4 with 40, we will get 10. So we have to do the same thing with the numerator. As we divide the denominator by 4, we have to divide the numerator also by 4. So if we divide 20 by 4, we will get 5. So the missing number will be 5. Like this way, you will do it by yourself. Now, comparison of fraction. Which fraction is largest, which fraction is smallest? We have to learn that one. Case number 1. If the denominators of the given fractions are same, then the fraction whose numerator is bigger, that fraction is greater. Look, if the denominators are same, that time the numerator that has the greatest value, that one will be the greatest fraction. See, here some fractions are given: 5 by 12, 3 by 12, 2 by 12, 8 by 12. Here all the denominators are same. As the denominators are same, so we will compare the numerators. The numerator, that one is with the numerator which is bigger, that fraction is the bigger one. So look here, 8 the numerator 8 is the bigger one. That's why 8 by 12 will be the largest fraction. The next largest fraction is 5 by 12. After 5 by 12, the largest fraction is 3 by 12 and the smallest one is 2 by 12, as 2 is the smallest numerator. So look, if the denominators are same, that time we will compare the numerators. The numerators, that which one is bigger, that one is the uh, bigger fraction. Now case number 2. If the numerators of the given fractions are same, then the fraction whose denominator is smaller, that fraction is greater. Look carefully. The numerators of the given fractions are same. That time what will happen? Here some fractions are given whose numerators are same but the denominators are different. So now we will compare the denominators. The denominators that has the smallest value, that fraction will be the largest one. So here 5, 3, 2, 8. So 2 is the smallest one among the denominators. So that's why 12 by 2 will be the largest one. Remember this. The denominator that has the smallest value, that fraction will be the largest one. So here among these four fractions, 12 by 2 is the largest one, as 2 is the smallest value. That's why 12 by 2 will be the largest one. Next, after 2, 3 is the smallest one. That's why 12 by 3 will be the second largest. Then 12 by 5 will be the third largest, and the smallest one will be 12 by 8. Look, 12 by 2 is the largest one, next 12 by 3, then 12 by 5, then 12 by 8. So if the numerators are same, that time we will compare the denominators. The denominators that has the smallest value, that one will be the largest one. You have to remember this. Now case number 3. If the numerators or the denominators are not the same, then we have to find the equivalent fraction for each given fraction that will carry the same denominator. That means if the numerators are not same and also the denominators are not same, that time we will make the denominator same. Then we will compare the numerator. Let's have an example. Okay, before that, remember that the LCM of the given denominators will be the common denominators for all. That means from the given fractions, if we want to make the equivalent fraction which has the same denominator, so the denominators, the common denominators for all will be the LCM of the given denominators. Let's have an example. 5 by 4, 3 by 2, 4 by 3, 2 by 6. Here are four fractions. Here the numerators are different, also the denominators are different. So what we have to do? We have to find the equivalent fraction for each fraction that will carry the same denominator. So I said the LCM of the given denominators will be the common denominator for all. So here 4, 2, 3, 6 are the given denominators. So we have to find the LCM of these four denominators. So LCM of 4, 2, 3 and 6 is 12. That means we have to find the equivalent fraction for these fractions. Those will carry denominator 12. So let's see. First one, 5 by 4. So here denominator is 4, but we have to make the denominator 12. So how we can make 12? If we multiply 3 with 4, we will get 12. So if we multiply 3 with the denominator, at the same time we have to multiply the same number with the numerator. Look, 4 multiply 3, we will get 12. So we have to multiply 3 with 5 also. So 5 multiply 3, we will get 15. So 15 by 12 is the equivalent fraction for 5 by 4. The next one is 3 by 2. So 3 by 2, the denominator is 2, but we have to make the denominator 12. So if we multiply 6 with 2, we will get 12. So look, 2 multiply 6, we will get 12. So we have to multiply the 6 with the numerator also. So 3 multiply 6, we will get 18. So 18 by 12 is the equivalent fraction for 3 by 2. The next one is 4 by 3. So here denominator is 3. So we have to multiply 4 with denominator. So 3 multiply 4, we will get 12. And as we multiply 4 with the denominator, we have to do the same for the numerator. So 4 multiply 4, we will get 16. The last one, 2 by 6. So if we multiply 2 with 6, we will get 12. As we multiply 2 with denominator, we have to multiply 2 with the numerator also. So 2 multiply 2 will get 4. So look, for the given fractions, we find the equivalent fractions of them, those are carries the same denominator 12. So now look, 15 by 12, 18 by 12, 16 by 12, 4 by 12, here the denominators are same. So now we have to compare the numerator. So we know that if the denominators are same, then we will compare the numerator. The numerator that has the largest value, that fraction is the largest one. So here 15, 18, 16, 4, among them 18 is the largest numerator. So 18 by 12 will be the largest fraction. So 18 by 12, which is from 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 is the largest fraction. So among 5 by 4, 3 by 2, 4 by 3, 2 by 6, 3 by 2 is the largest fraction. The next one is 16 is the largest. That's why 16 by 12, that means 4 by 3 is the second largest. Now the smallest numerator is 4. So we can say that 4 by 12 is the smallest fraction. So 4 by 2, which is come from 2 by 6. So we can say that 2 by 6 is the smallest one among the given fractions. So look, the 4 fractions are given here, where numerators are different and denominators are different. So how we find that which one is greater and which one is smaller? By finding their equivalent fractions that carry the same denominator. Then after making the denominator same, we just follow case number 1, where it said that the numerator that carry the largest one, that fraction will be the largest fraction. So by this way we can check which fraction is greater or which fraction is smaller. That's all for today. Now let me give you some homework based on today's lecture. These are your homework. You will do it by yourself, and obviously try to learn what I have discussed in today's class. I will take another class for this chapter where we will do fraction related maths. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.